Archangel Michael says, in 7 minutes a secret vault with 60 million in your name will be revealed. Open this message now before it's gone. This message is not about money, but about inheritance. It's about what the enemy tried to steal but couldn't destroy. It's about what was locked away in secret, because you weren't ready yet, but now, you are. The secret vault is a place in the Spirit where God stores what belongs to His children until the appointed time. And that time is now. You're not forgotten, you're not overlooked, and you're not abandoned. The battle you have been in is not punishment, it has been preparation. Type 1111 in the comments if you believe this word is a sign meant for your spirit today. This vault holds healing you stopped praying for because you got tired. It holds favor that will open doors others said were permanently shut. It holds clarity for decisions you've been afraid to make. It holds peace you haven't felt in months, and strength to walk again when your soul sat down in silence. And as Archangel Michael stands watch, he does not come with empty hands. He is armed for your defense, because what is being released to you cannot be intercepted. Do not scroll away. This moment was not meant to be background noise while your mind drifts. This is an appointed time, and the vault has your name on it. Heaven does not make errors. The blessing fits you perfectly, down to the detail. It was created with your tears in mind, and your praise in your darkest nights. That vault is not far off. It is opening now because what was blocked by delay is being unlocked by divine timing. Please like this video if your spirit feels this word, not because it's asked, but because your heart knows this is for you. You have walked through the fire and didn't get burned. You cried in rooms where no one could hear. You stayed faithful when nothing was changing. You kept whispering God's name even when your own name was being dragged. And now, the reward is not just restoration, it's acceleration. What was growing in secret is about to be delivered in plain sight. You will not have to fight for it. God already sent Archangel Michael ahead of you, and the enemies you feared are already scattering. Type 222 in the comments to declare that you trust what God is doing in the unseen, even if it doesn't yet make sense in the natural. There are spiritual realms where wars are fought for your peace, for your family, for your next season. You don't see the sword, but it's swinging. You don't hear the wings, but they are surrounding your house even now. You don't feel the vault unlocking, but it's happening. The shift is not coming, it has begun. And as surely as the sun rises without your help, this blessing will arrive without your effort. Not because you earned it, but because God said so. Archangel Michael doesn't appear for something casual. He is dispatched for moments that carry weight in heaven. And this moment is weighty. This is not a coincidence. This is an angelic announcement. 7 minutes from the moment your spirit caught this word, the vault will begin to open. Some will feel peace flood them. Some will get sudden news. Some will feel their chest loosen from anxiety. But all will know something just shifted. Heaven is closer than it's ever felt. The space between your struggle and your testimony is thinning. The space between your tears and your answered prayers is shrinking. You are not waiting on man. You are not depending on logic. You are in the hands of the Almighty God, and He never fails. This vault carries decades of dreams, and lifetimes of generational blessings. What your grandmother prayed for and never saw, you will walk in. What you almost gave up on is being handed back, fully restored. Let your heart believe again. Let your hope come alive again. Let your strength rise one more time. The God who parted the sea has not changed. The same voice that told Lazarus to come out is calling your name. And Michael, the Archangel of protection and power, stands as the evidence that this is serious. Not a suggestion. Not a chance. A certainty. The vault is opening. The secret vault is more than a metaphor. It is a sacred place, hidden in the spiritual realm, where God stores what is holy and appointed for His children at the right time. Inside this vault are not just treasures of material value, but healing for your body, freedom for your mind, restoration for your family, and direction for your soul. These are not random gifts thrown together. They are hand-picked by God, wrapped in His mercy, sealed by His love, and guarded by Archangel Michael until the moment of release. Type 333 in the comments if your heart is saying yes to this moment, even if your eyes are still waiting to see it unfold. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You didn't miss it. You haven't lost it. And it hasn't been given to someone else. What belongs to you is still yours. The vault didn't open before because the weight of your calling had to grow stronger than the weight of your desire. God wasn't punishing you. He was preparing you. And now the vault is being opened not just to bless you, but to establish you. This release isn't just about favor. It's about foundation. God is anchoring you deeply, so that what He places in your life now won't be shaken when the winds come. Archangel Michael stands with you not just as a defender, but as a witness to your breakthrough. Heaven does not send Michael for anything small. He was present when battles in the heavens had to be fought so that answers could reach the earth. He was there when delays needed to be broken. He is here now because this vault carries generational weight. This isn't just about you. This is about the children who will walk in the freedom you're unlocking now. This is about the legacy that begins with your yes. The vault has waited long enough. And now it opens slowly, steadily, and with purpose. What begins as peace will turn into provision. What begins as clarity will become calling. The confusion is ending. The fog is lifting. God is turning the page of your life, and the next chapter does not start with chaos, it starts with calm. There is no striving in this season, only surrender. There is no begging, only believing. There is no panic, only praise. Type 555 in the comments if your spirit is aligning with this word and you are ready to walk in what has always been yours. You are not too late. You are right on time. And the vault opening in your name is not a moment of coincidence, it is a divine alignment of promises kept. The same God who created the stars has written your name into a blessing so specific, so detailed, that no one else can step into it. It was formed for you. It carries your pain, your joy, your growth, your waiting. Every scar has been turned into a seal of divine purpose. Every delay has now matured into release. This is the part where many turn away because they think the blessing must look like what the world calls success. But this vault contains something much deeper. It holds the peace that makes no sense, the strength to rise again, and the assurance that even when you were broken, heaven never looked away from you. God has seen every night you couldn't sleep, every prayer that felt unanswered, and every moment when you thought about giving up. But you didn't. And because you stayed, the vault opens. This vault is not just for survival. It is for overflow. You will not simply make it. You will thrive in a way that confuses every enemy that thought they had the final word. The promotion is not about a position. It's about your posture. God is lifting your head not just so others can see you, but so you can see yourself through His eyes again. You are chosen. You are covered. And you are walking into what you didn't even know was prepared for you. Let this sink in. Archangel Michael does not move without the command of God. And if he is near you now, it is because the command has been issued. The vault is no longer sealed. You will see what you could not explain. You will walk into rooms you never dreamed of. You will carry a peace that breaks every pattern of fear that used to run your life. And none of this is because of how strong you are, but because of how faithful God has always been. This vault was locked away during seasons when you weren't ready to receive it. Not because you were undeserving, but because God was protecting it from being contaminated by the pain you were walking through. Now that you have walked through the fire, come out on the other side, and still held on to His name, the vault responds. The 7 minutes are not just time on a clock, they are a spiritual countdown to breakthrough. Everything hidden will be uncovered. Everything broken will be rebuilt. Type 1212 in the comments to confirm your faith in what your spirit already knows is coming. There is nothing accidental about this moment. God does not operate in confusion or randomness. The timing of this release has been crafted in eternity. The angels have already been dispatched. The vault is not being opened by your strength or your worthiness. It is being opened by grace. You do not have to strive to unlock it. You only need to receive. God is not asking you to prove yourself. He is asking you to position yourself. When Archangel Michael stands beside you, it means the path has already been cleared. What used to block you cannot stop you now. And make no mistake, this vault is not shallow. It runs deep with things that were promised long ago, prayers whispered in silence, and dreams you buried because life taught you not to expect too much. But God is a restorer. He is the one who revives what looks dead and breathes into dry bones. Inside this vault is not just provision for your today. There is vision for your tomorrow. There are connections, revelations, and answers that will shape the course of your life and everyone attached to you. You are not forgotten. You are not last in line. You are not at the bottom of the list. The reason you are seeing this now is because heaven waited until your spirit was mature enough to carry what's being given. The delay did not mean denial. It meant development. And now the doors of the vault swing open because the weight of the glory coming is too heavy for locked gates to hold back. Type 777 in the comments if you feel the presence of God rising up within you as you read these words. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Archangel Michael is not just watching. He is warring. Every voice of doubt, every curse spoken over your destiny, every chain wrapped around your confidence, is being shattered. What God is about to pour out will silence the voices that said you were finished. Those who laughed when you fell will watch as you rise. The vault is not just about personal blessing. It is about public redemption. Your testimony will carry power because it was born in the silence of your suffering. This is the season where secret tears turn into sacred oil. The vault holds not just what you wanted, but what you didn't know you needed. Joy that strengthens you from the inside. Wisdom that helps you navigate what's ahead. Grace that covers you even when you feel weak. And favor that no human hand can take away. This favor is not about fame. It's about fruit. It's about what will grow from your life now that the vault is unlocked. You don't have to chase. You only have to stand. Stand in worship. Stand in trust. Stand in surrender. Because what's coming doesn't require your manipulation. It requires your alignment. God does not need your help to bless you. He needs your heart to stay open. Even if it's tired. Even if it's wounded. Even if it's scared to believe again. He will meet you right where you are, and carry you where you need to be. The vault opening is a divine act. It is irreversible. What is being released cannot be stolen. What is being given cannot be replaced. There is a covering over you now that is not temporary. Heaven is not just visiting you. It is surrounding you. Archangel Michael is not leaving your side. And the power of God is not done showing itself in your story. This is only the beginning. Stay present. Stay soft. Stay ready. The vault is still opening. There are layers to this. There are depths to this. And what's coming next will make everything you went through make sense. The glory will outweigh the pain. The purpose will overshadow the confusion. And the joy will be more than you expected. This vault holds more than answers. It carries restoration of time. Time that was stolen by pain, time lost in confusion, years consumed by fear, and months wasted in places God never meant for you to stay. But our God is the Redeemer of time. What should have taken 10 years will now take weeks. What seemed impossible is being unraveled with ease. You are not late. You are perfectly aligned for the miracle that has been chasing you down. And now that you've stopped running, it will finally catch you. Type 999 in the comments to declare your full surrender to this divine release. This is not an emotional high. This is a spiritual awakening. What you are feeling is the truth you've always known deep inside: it was never over. Your story wasn't ending in defeat. The valley was not permanent. The dry season was not your new normal. The enemy tried to convince you that the silence of God meant abandonment. But the silence was the sound of God building something behind the veil, away from the eyes of those who would not understand. The vault is the fruit of that silence. Archangel Michael does not descend with noise or spectacle. He moves with authority. When God sends him, it means heaven has decided, and no earthly force can overturn what has been written. You have walked through too much to be left empty-handed. This vault was never a reward for being perfect. It is a release because of grace. Because you did not curse God when things fell apart. Because you did not stop believing, even when you barely held on. That kind of faith calls forth a vault that overflows. Inside this vault is the healing that will not only touch you but everyone connected to you. The kind of healing that sets the record straight in your bloodline. The kind of healing that dries up trauma and silences shame. What you went through will not be passed on. What hurt you will not repeat itself. This vault contains generational change. You will speak differently. You will think differently. You will live differently. Because God has placed inside this vault everything needed to rebuild what life tried to destroy. Type 1010 in the comments if you feel the chains breaking as you read these words. You are walking into a season where you won't have to explain your breakthrough. It will be evident. Those who saw you in your suffering will see you in your glory. Not because of pride, but because God knows how to prepare a table in front of those who thought you were finished. And Archangel Michael, standing firm beside you, ensures no enemy can snatch what God has delivered. The vault is not only for survival, it's for supernatural supply. There is more than enough in this release. Enough to build. Enough to dream. Enough to rest. God is not blessing you with leftovers. He is giving you abundance because He is not just a God of enough, He is the God of more. More joy than you thought you could feel again. More strength than you knew was left in you. More clarity than the fog of confusion could hide. You will not be tricked out of this moment. The enemy's greatest fear was you discovering what God had prepared. The battles you fought weren't random. They were attempts to keep you from reaching this moment. But you made it. Tired, yes. Wounded, maybe. But still here. Still standing. Still believing. And because of that, the vault is opening with favor that carries your fingerprint, blessings with your name stitched into every edge, and miracles tailored to your needs, your tears, your journey. This is not temporary. This is not seasonal. This is a shift. What God does now will echo through the rest of your life. You will trace your strength back to this very moment. You will mark this as the time where it all began to make sense. And when you look back, it won't be the pain that overwhelms you, it will be the glory. Because God does not restore without doubling. What you lost will be multiplied. What you cried for will be returned with joy pressed down and running over. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance, instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Do not second-guess this. Do not doubt because of how long you waited. God was not slow. He was strategic. The vault was not unlocked a moment too soon or too late. It waited until your spirit was ready, until your heart could receive it without breaking, until your soul had been shaped by fire but not consumed by it. This is the sacred unveiling of what God promised, stored, sealed, and now released for such a time as this. The vault that carries 60 million worth of blessing in your name is not just currency of gold, it is wealth of grace, mercy, peace, healing, and destiny. It is divine inheritance breaking through time. Type 1515 in the comments if your heart is ready to carry what your hands are about to receive. You've carried burdens heavier than anyone knew. You smiled while crumbling. You served others while starving for your own miracle. You stayed when walking away would have been easier. And now, Heaven responds with a release that no human can claim credit for. This is God's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. When Archangel Michael was dispatched, it was not a gentle announcement, it was a roar in the heavens. The time had come. The clock struck divine timing. The vault, which had remained untouched by man, sealed with sacred fire, has been unlocked. You may not feel strong. That's all right. Strength was never a requirement to receive this. Surrender was. Your tiredness didn't disqualify you. Your moments of doubt didn't cancel the promise. God knew every battle before you walked through it, and He still marked the vault with your name. Not because you are perfect, but because He is. Because He sees what others can't. He sees your faith behind closed doors. He sees your whispered prayers. He sees your heart when no one else does. This is a holy moment. Do not try to explain it. Do not try to shrink it. Let it be as big as God intended. What's coming is not a small answer. It's a life-altering fulfillment. This vault holds more than just blessings, it holds the rest your soul has been begging for. Rest from striving. Rest from second-guessing. Rest from worrying about what tomorrow will look like. This is not about one miracle. It's about a shift that touches every corner of your life. Type 1717 in the comments if you know deep in your soul that this is the hour God meant for you to step into. Archangel Michael has not left. He remains at the gate of this release to ensure it cannot be tampered with. What has been loosed cannot be locked again. What was sealed is now yours, and no demon in hell can rewrite what God has already decided. You don't have to perform for this. You don't have to strive. You only have to remain open. Keep your heart lifted. Keep your spirit soft. The flow has started, and it will not stop midstream. What was once out of reach is now in your hands. What once seemed impossible will feel natural. Not because it's easy, but because the grace of God is carrying you through. Doors will open not by networking, but by favor. Answers will come not by calculation, but by revelation. Relationships will align not by force, but by divine orchestration. You won't have to chase what God is bringing to you. This vault holds more than blessings. It holds wisdom. Wisdom to know what to hold on to and what to release. Wisdom to see beyond what's visible and respond to what's eternal. Wisdom to build what lasts. Wisdom to walk away from cycles you've outgrown. The vault is not only unlocking your future, it is unclogging the vision that fear tried to blur. And this is only the beginning. What you're walking into is a sequence of fulfillment. Like waves that don't stop at the shore, this blessing will come again and again, not in chaos but in rhythm. You will find yourself in places you didn't plan for but were always meant for. You will see yourself doing things you thought were for others, not realizing all along God was waiting for you to believe you were worthy. And you are. You've been called, not for survival but for legacy. This vault carries the tools, the strength, the covering, and the provision for your name to echo in places your feet haven't even walked yet. What starts with you will not end with you. Your obedience is opening the vault not only for yourself but for others connected to your life. There is more at stake than you know, and that's why heaven sent Michael to protect it. That's why the timing was so exact. That's why the message found you now. The vault is the answer to the prayers you thought were ignored. It is the yes to the questions you dared not ask anymore. It is the return of what was lost, multiplied in ways you never imagined. And it is the confirmation that you were never forgotten. God did not miss a detail. He knew every tear, and He counted every moment. The vault carries nothing extra and nothing missing. It carries exactly what was meant for you. The time has come. The vault is open. And what has been loosed from heaven will never again be chained by earth. You are stepping into the divine, and it will feel unfamiliar, but it will feel right. There is no going back now. God is not just visiting your life, He is establishing something that will stand for generations. Breathe it in. Hold it sacred. And walk boldly forward. What was held back by warfare is now flowing like a river through the cracks of every broken moment you thought had no purpose. And standing at the gate of your release is Archangel Michael, still watching, still guarding, still ensuring that nothing can reach you but what has been sent by the hand of God. Type Amen in the comments if you receive this with all your heart, no matter how you feel. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads, and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This is not just a breakthrough. It is a divine appointment colliding with your obedience. You didn't come here by chance. This moment was arranged in the quiet heart of heaven before you were even born. And now, in a time where everything around you feels unstable, God is proving that His word is unshakable. The vault is not about luxury. It is about purpose. It is not about greed. It is about glory. Everything inside it has been tailored for the journey you have endured, for the healing you didn't think you'd ever feel, for the joy that grief tried to smother. This vault doesn't just restore. It upgrades. It takes what was lost and returns it transformed. The version of you that is receiving this release is not the same person who once begged God for answers. You are wiser. You are softer. You are bolder. And God waited for this version of you because now you won't settle for less than what He promised. You won't trade peace for noise. You won't trade calling for comfort. You won't trade truth for approval. You have grown, and the vault is your reward for holding on through all the stretching. And now it is time. Type 1111 in the comments if you believe that what's coming is exactly what God promised all along. This vault is not just personal. It is prophetic. It speaks to your children and your children's children. It speaks to the things in you that have yet to be born, the dreams you're still afraid to speak aloud. But the time for silence has passed. God is calling you into full possession. No more halfway living. No more dimming your spirit. No more waiting for others to approve what God already appointed. You are the carrier of something holy. And the vault is releasing everything you need to walk in it. The reason Archangel Michael was sent is because this is no ordinary moment. His presence means the enemy tried, and failed. He means that something was contested, but not conquered. You stood in the fire and you did not burn. You wrestled in the dark and still came out with light. That is not weakness. That is faith. And it is that kind of faith that unlocks vaults created in eternity. Vaults with your name carved by grace. Vaults guarded by angels. Vaults that carry the next season of your story. Inside this vault are instructions you didn't know you needed. Direction that will make the next steps clear. Doors that were invisible until now will swing open without resistance. Conversations will happen that shift everything in a moment. People will arrive who are not distractions but divine assignments. This vault is filled with alignment. Everything is being brought into place, not for chaos but for clarity. Type 222 in the comments if you trust the alignment that God is bringing into your life through this. There are things you used to pray for that you don't anymore, because somewhere along the way you stopped expecting them. You stopped believing they were for you. But God never forgot. Those dreams are still alive, and they are sitting in this vault waiting for you to stretch your faith again. They are not too big. They are not too late. They are not impossible. What was delayed is now delivered. This is a quiet thunder. A gentle shaking of every wall that tried to hold back what belongs to you. This vault contains songs you haven't sung yet, laughter you haven't felt in years, strength you forgot existed, and favor that won't run out. It is full. It is open. And it is yours. And Archangel Michael isn't just standing beside you, he is rejoicing with you. Heaven celebrates not just your breakthrough but your endurance. Because even when you had nothing left, you stayed. You stayed when others left. You stayed when prayers went unanswered. You stayed when the silence made no sense. And because you stayed, you now stand in front of the vault, watching it open without resistance, without fear, without striving. The blessing is coming to you. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to convince it. You only need to breathe, to believe, and to step into what has already been written in your favor. This is real. This is the fulfillment of what was stored in the hidden places of eternity, waiting for the exact moment your spirit would be ready to carry it. You are now standing on holy ground, and everything that comes next has already been blessed by the hand of God. This vault is rich with what the enemy swore you'd never see. Not only are you going to receive, but you're going to receive in ways that make you forget the bitterness of the years behind you. The pain will lose its sting. The memories will lose their grip. What once made you cry will become the reason you praise. The vault holds more than provision, it holds transformation. Not only will your circumstances change, but your identity will be reaffirmed. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are a child of God, favored and fully covered. Type 1212 in the comments to agree with what God is doing behind the scenes and within your heart. You don't have to apologize for what you are about to walk into. You don't have to explain the blessing. You don't need to shrink to make others comfortable. This vault is not about pride, it's about purpose. God is not putting you on display for attention, but for testimony. Others will look at your life and realize that God truly does redeem, restore, and resurrect. What was dead is breathing again. What was locked up is flowing again. What felt abandoned is now chosen, anointed, and wrapped in heaven's light. Archangel Michael's presence confirms something deeply personal and sacred: this vault contains destiny. Not the kind of destiny that depends on applause, but the kind that rewrites bloodlines. The kind that heals family wounds. The kind that restores relationships. The kind that changes everything from the inside out. This is not a seasonal gift. It is a permanent shift. The vault was sealed until you were ready, and now that it is open, nothing can close it again. The days of small prayers are over. The days of barely making it through are over. You are stepping into the territory of overflow. This vault is full of divine supply, more than enough for what's ahead. You won't just survive the next season. You will lead in it. You will build in it. You will speak with clarity, walk with courage, and live with joy that no one will be able to explain except to say, God did this. Type 777 in the comments if your heart knows that something bigger than you is unfolding right now. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams: luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. There's a peace coming that will make everything feel still, even when storms try to form around you. There's a favor that will follow you even into places that try to reject you. This vault carries a light that darkness cannot dim. You don't have to earn this. You only have to accept it. You only have to keep showing up with a heart that says yes, even when the path doesn't make sense. Your yes has power. Your yes has been heard. Your yes is why the vault is releasing what it's held all this time. The release is not loud, but it is unstoppable. The shift is not flashy, but it is undeniable. One day soon, you'll realize you crossed over into something new and didn't even feel the ground shake because God moved so gently. He knew how to handle your heart. He knew how to deliver the miracle without overwhelming the soul that had already endured so much. There is nothing average about what's happening to you now. You are walking into territory prepared in prayer, soaked in promise, and shielded by angels. Archangel Michael is not leaving your side. He was sent with you in mind. His sword is drawn. His wings are wide. And his mission is to make sure nothing interferes with what God is releasing. You are covered in a way that no threat can undo. The vault carries rest for the parts of you that forgot what peace feels like. It carries joy that doesn't leave when things get quiet. It carries breakthroughs that restore dignity where shame tried to live. And this is only the beginning. What's coming next will feel like you are living a story you never thought you'd be chosen for. But you are. You've always been chosen. You just needed to get through the noise to finally hear what God had been saying all along. Do not stop believing now. Do not look back in regret. Do not let fear interrupt what faith has already begun. The vault is not reacting to emotion. It is responding to endurance. You endured the wilderness. You endured the silence. You endured the delay. And now, without striving, without begging, the doors of the vault have responded. Heaven is not holding back. Your time is here. This moment carries divine fire, not to burn you, but to purify the path ahead. What's being released from this vault is too holy to be touched by hands that don't carry reverence. And you, the one who endured the waiting, the silence, the heartbreak, you are the one God chose to carry this. Your hands are ready. Your spirit has been refined. Your heart has been made strong through surrender. You are not the same person who once asked God if the promise was real. You are the one who stood when you had every reason to collapse. And for that, the vault is honoring you. Type 333 in the comments if you are ready to carry what God has trusted you with. The weight of glory is not heavy in the way you once feared. It does not crush. It lifts. It strengthens. It brings clarity to confusion, light to darkness, and peace to the places in you that have lived in quiet torment. Inside this vault is the kind of healing that goes deeper than symptoms. It's the healing that reorders your soul. The kind that finally lets your chest breathe again, that returns your laughter, that melts the pressure off your shoulders and replaces it with purpose. What God is doing now is undeniable. Even if you can't explain it, you feel it. The stillness, the heat behind your eyes, the sudden calm that wasn't there 5 minutes ago, it's real. The presence of God is not a feeling that passes. It is a reality that remains. And right now, that presence is moving through your life with intention. It's aligning things behind the scenes. It's repairing the broken places you didn't know still needed fixing. It's stretching your heart to believe again without fear of disappointment. You are not being teased by heaven. You are being trusted. Archangel Michael has not stepped away. He is still stationed beside you, fully armed, fully aware of what's unfolding. Heaven sent him because of the weight of what's being given. You are not walking alone. The spiritual protection surrounding your life is stronger now than it's ever been. No weapon formed against you can prosper, not because you are untouchable, but because you are covered. That vault was sealed by God, and it is being opened by Him alone, which means no hand can tamper with it, no voice can cancel it, no demon can delay it. Inside the vault, there are instructions, divine blueprints for the next chapter. These are not vague signs or confusing riddles. God is speaking clearly now. You'll know where to go, who to connect with, what to build, and when to move. The season of confusion is over. The fog is lifting. You won't second-guess every decision anymore because you'll be led by peace, not pressure. And when you walk in peace, you walk in power. Type 555 in the comments if you believe this is the beginning of the clarity you've been praying for. There are divine appointments ahead, moments that will seem ordinary until God breathes on them and suddenly everything shifts. A conversation. A door. A sudden opportunity. A release of something you've waited years for. All of it is part of the vault's unfolding. The vault is not one single moment. It is a continuous unveiling of everything God has stored until the appointed time. And that time is not coming, it is here. You will feel different. People may not recognize you, not because your face has changed, but because your spirit carries something weightier now. The anointing on your life has grown. The oil that comes from pressing is now visible, and it will speak for you. You won't have to explain the shift. Those who are meant to walk with you will sense it. And those who are not will fall away without drama. Let them go. Don't chase what God has already removed. Focus only on what He's bringing. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The vault is also unlocking your voice. The voice you once silenced out of fear or rejection. The voice that used to tremble with insecurity. That voice will now carry authority. You will speak and things will shift. You will pray and things will move. You will declare truth and it will cut through lies like a sword. Not because of your volume, but because of the oil behind your words. That is part of the vault too. God is releasing power through your voice again. This is the hour of returning. Returning to who you really are. Returning to joy. Returning to strength. Returning to divine alignment. The vault is not changing you into someone else, it is revealing who you've always been beneath the fear, the trauma, and the weight. The vault does not just carry blessings. It carries identity. And now that it's opening, you will remember who you are. Everything in the Spirit is lining up with heaven's order. God is not restoring what was. He is doing something new, something original, something sacred that has never existed before. The vault contains what eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and minds have not imagined, but your spirit has been quietly craving it. It's that deep longing that never went away. That ache that never fully left. That stirring in the middle of the night. You were sensing what was already waiting to be revealed. And now, it is.